Do you sometimes, or maybe a lot of the time, don't know what to say in a situation? Maybe you're going into a situation in which you know you're going to need to say things. Talk to people. Maybe even speak publicly in some way. And you're nervous because you don't think you know what to say. You can do some tapping beforehand so that you can calm your nervous system down, ground yourself in your root chakra, which is the chakra that tends to feel things aren't safe, things aren't secure, so that you can feel more balanced and open up that throat chakra so that you can actually speak whatever it is that you may be inspired to say when you're feeling more open to receiving inspiration from the universe. But before we do that, I'm Sandra, author of Tapping into Abundance using EFT tapping and the Law of Attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. If you want to do that, if you want to have more joy in your life, you want to find ways to change the negative self-talk and mindset, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you want to see my masterclass, that will tell you how your shadow self, which is this part of you that has all of these beliefs and all of these fears, how you can heal that through balancing your chakras, take a look at my free video, How to Heal Your Shadow through balancing your energy centers. The link is in the description field below this video. I most certainly know what it feels like to not know what to say, because my whole life I have had social anxiety, and that can really stuff you up when it comes to talking and trying to say things. Sometimes I'm just not feeling very together mentally, and so I might not know what to say because I'm not actually knowing what to think either. It really depends on the situation and on the day. So I found that when it comes to these situations where you feel you don't know what to say, or you're scared you're not going to know what to say, that tapping can just help ground your energy so that you can be more intuitive through your third eye to sense, get a sense of maybe the people that you're with or the environment that you're in, so that you can take your time and allow yourself the silence, allow yourself the space to be inspired to say something. When it comes to people, one of the best ways to know what to say is to think of questions, okay? Open-ended questions like what, where, who, when, or how, why. Those sorts of questions, because they're open questions, they inspire somebody to actually give you an answer that's at least a sentence. Whereas questioning people more for yes or no sorts of answers, like do you this or do you that, is really opening yourself up for really awkward moments, because the person could just answer yes or no and that's the end of the conversation. So practice your speaking skills. That will really help you sort of have a little bit more of an idea of what you can say to people. And then as the conversation gets going, you can then start to work off what that person's telling you and ask them more questions about the situation. With an air of curiosity, not like you're trying to interrogate them or anything, but just out of an air of curiosity. Develop curiosity about people. Be genuinely curious about people. People love talking about themselves generally. So if you can get them talking about themselves, they will think that you're the best conversationalist in the world. You haven't said a thing. You come away from it feeling good, because they think that you're fantastic at conversation, and you know, they go away feeling like they've had a good conversation with you, and really all you've done is get them talking about themselves. So that's a little trick for anybody with social anxiety or anyone who is awkward with not knowing what to say. If you are in a situation where you've got to give maybe say something in public and you're not prepared, like somebody's just thrown you in the deep end, still take your time, you know, ground yourself, take your time, and depending on the situation and the audience, you may want to start with a question. You may want to pick somebody out who's listening to you and ask them a question to get something going, get something started, get some stimulation happening for you to then start to roll with your inspired words. But we're going to tap and do some tapping to help get you into that state where you can feel grounded through your root chakra and let that energy go down into the ground so that you can then open up more in your upper chakras to receiving that information. And also opening up your sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is the chakra of desire, so you may want to open up that desire to know more about other people, the desire to maybe entertain people, the desire to perform even. Your solar plexus chakra could be you stepping into your power and feeling more confident speaking to people, feeling more confident being able to hold the space if you are speaking in public. All the way up to your heart chakra, trying to hopefully feel more of a sense of, okay, compassion for everybody, including yourself in the situation. Even radiating more love out there to the people, whether that's one-on-one with somebody you're having a conversation with, or whether that's to a group of people that you're up in front of. You can radiate that love first. You know, get that heart chakra open and that magnetic energy happening and coming in, because it'll settle them down, it'll settle you down, and then you can start to work with the inspiration coming in and work with that throat chakra. So let's do some tapping first. Karate chop point. Even though I'm so scared that I don't know what to say. I never know what to say. I'm okay. Even though I don't have any idea what to say. I'm scared I won't know what to say. I'm just going to honor how I feel. Even though I don't know what to say sometimes. I'm afraid I don't know what to say. I'm okay. So tapping on the points. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What do I say? How can I know what to say? I don't know these people. I don't know what to say. What if I can't think of anything to say? I feel the fear. I feel the fear. And I'm just going to allow that to run through my body, down my body, through my feet, into the ground. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes it happens more than I'd like it to. Sometimes it's better not to say anything. Sometimes silence is okay. But what if I do know what to say? What if I can find something to say? A compliment? An observation? Ask a question. Think to myself, what am I curious about with this person? What am I curious about with this group? What would I like to know? And if I'm in a conflict with somebody, having a moment to pause and to ground is better than saying something straight away. And if I don't know what to say when there's conflict, what if that's okay? What if I can take my time? Feeling that energy going down my body, feeling grounded. Feeling the curiosity. The desire to question more. The interest to know more. Feeling into my power. Feeling into the compassion in my heart chakra. Feeling inspired to ask questions and to speak. Knowing what I can say. Asking for guidance. So what if I can just relax and listen for the inspiration? To say the right thing at the right time. So taking a deep breath and letting it out. It is so humid today, my hair is sticking to me, like it's very annoying. So, how do you feel after that tapping? We're really working with the chakras, working with balancing the physical energy, and understanding that when you can calm yourself down and connect to all of your chakras, you can be inspired to speak, inspired to say something. Take your time. You don't have to speak straight away. Particularly if it's a conflict situation, it may be better to take a little bit of time to feel into the right thing to say rather than coming out with something and being and regretting it later or creating more conflict by saying the wrong thing. It's about taking that risk anyway and going into the situation, even if you do find yourself sort of going, I don't know what to say. You can just say, I don't know what to say. You can actually say that in a lot of situations. I don't know what to say. And then see what happens after that. It's communication's an energy exchange between people and between groups and a person if you're public speaking, and between people if you're in a small group or if it's one-on-one. It's an exchange of energy. So sometimes you don't even need to speak to have that energy exchange. You can just have the energy happening anyway. And if you open up your heart chakra and project that compassion towards the group or the person, then you may find that there will be more of a harmonious connection between you anyway, and they might actually start the conversation or inspire you by asking you questions about yourself that you can respond to and get the conversation going. If you want to work one-on-one with me to help you through any of these situations where you have these beliefs that are stopping you from being able to reach out to people, communicate, to be able to bring more meaning into your life, to do the things you really want to do, to have more joy and more freedom, to no longer be that anxious person that worries about everything, book a free clarity session with me. It's a half-hour session. We get talking. I ask you lots of questions to get you clear about what your beliefs might be that are stopping you from moving forward. And if I think that there's a match for us, then we can talk about doing some coaching together. The link to doing that is in the description field below this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra, and I'll see you on the next video.